Okay, so I've got a basic Next.js app here, and I'm going to show you how to integrate Trophy into it to track clicks of this button when people complete lessons. And this will allow you to track user interactions and then build gamified experiences off the back of that without writing much code at all. So firstly, I'm going to head into Trophy, and I'm going to create a new metric. Metrics are the building blocks for all gamification experiences, and they model different user interactions in your application. So I'm going to create a new metric. I'm going to call this lessons completed. Save that, and that'll take me into the screen where I can set up this metric. So if I head to configure, it's already picked a key for me. There's a number of settings here, but the most important one for this is the key. So we just need to copy that. So let's show you the application. So I've got a very simple button. And then it has a click handler which goes and calls a server action. It gets a response back and then just logs the response so we can see what happens. Let's jump into that server action. So all it does is it uses the Trophy SDK, which is available as an NPM package. And all it does is send an event against the particular metric that we've just set up. So that's why we need to copy our key. So if I just paste that in there, lessons completed. So this will now be sending one event against this metric for the user that I specify. So all I have to do is specify the ID here. This ID is the ID of the user in my database. So I don't have to do any tracking around IDs specifically for Trophy. You can just use your own IDs. And then this is telling it that one lesson has been completed. So this could be 5 or 10 or whatever makes sense. But for this, it's just one click of a button is one lesson completed. So let's save that. There's one more thing we need to do before this will work. I just need to get an API key. So if I head back into Trophy, head to the integration section, I can hit generate key, and that'll create a new API key for me. I just copy that, stick that in my .m file, save it, and then the SDK will now get initialized with that new API key. So let's give it a go and see what happens. So if I head back into the app and hit complete lesson, you can see the response is coming back. It's telling me that this user now has a total of 1. So that means 1 lesson completed against this metric. And it also gives me some helpful information. So if I had any achievement set up against this particular metric, the response to that event occurring would be any new unlocked achievements as a result of that particular event. And it also gives me an overview of a current streak. So in this demo account that I've set up, I've also got a streak, which we didn't show. But I've got a daily streak set up in there. And so because that event has happened, the length of the streak has been increased to 1. And it can show you that the period end and period start for that user is today. So that's just as a result of that event. So this is really nice because you can just kind of transactionally build any UI, any pop-ups or sound effects or anything that you want to do off the back of that just by reading this data that comes back. It's got everything you need in there. And that's it. So yeah, very easy. You can create as many metrics as you like, with lots of different types of interactions, and then go ahead and build all sorts of different features against those, like achievements or streaks or recaps or anything like that. I'll show you those in some upcoming videos.